What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with a brand new review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season 11. This is episode number 9, and the episode is titled Frostbite, you guys. So, before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then do me a solid favor, you guys, and please stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, you guys, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this episode review of Love and Hip Hop, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode, it was an interesting one to say the least. I did enjoy it. It was a very explosive towards the end of the episode. But hey, again, like I said, I was here for it, but I want you guys to just tell me what you think down in the live chat and also in the comment section below. And yeah, we'll start with it. So this episode, we open up, and so we see Spice. So Spice has her children, Nicola Toy and Nicholas. They're back in Atlanta. They're with her mom, and Spice lets us know that, her daughter is doing much better after the last time that we saw Spice on screen when her daughter had the allergic reaction. So she's telling her children about her surgeries that she has to go back and have. And, I really, really honestly do feel bad for Spice that she's having to go through this because it's just terrible to just, even think about it that she has to go through this. But like I said plenty of times before, when it comes down to it, you guys, just if you guys do elective surgeries, just be sure to research your doctors and make sure your doctors are above board and everything because you don't want to have a situation where you're potentially faced with your mortality or anything like that. And like I've said plenty of times, when it comes down to it, um, when it comes down to it, any surgery comes, all surgeries come with their own set of risk. And yeah, but yeah, just definitely do your due diligence and do your research on your doctors. Speaking of Spice, I want to go ahead and get this scene out of the way with her and Yandy. So she and Yandy went to go see her doctor because she's talking about how she has to have multiple surgeries. And I'm like, I don't know that that sounds good to say for if a doctor would tell you you have to have multiple surgeries because that just sounds like a big risk in itself because you're not giving your body time to heal itself and recuperate. So I think you would have to slow down on some of these surgeries. So she went to see the doctor, and the doctor was telling her to, give her body. We saw her scar, and I was like, oh wow, because it looked like, I've saw people who've had their spleens removed, and that's what it looked like. I was like, wow, Spice, like this is bad. But the doctor did tell her about the hernia. He told her to let her body heal, right? And I think he said something about come back in, he can do one. I think he can do one surgery, but then she can come back in a year and get something else done. So she asked him about like, performing because she still perform. He said, you can perform. He said, what you can do is you can put on a waist trainer to support you. And also what she can do is, well, actually not what she can do is what she needs to do is not overextend herself when it comes to, her work and her life. And I was like, I think that's something that she needs to hear because I think Spice is so used to being the breadwinner and having to, support support herself, her children, and probably her mom, right? So I like the fact that the doctor told her, like, hey, you need to kind of not overextend yourself. And so Yandy was like, did you hear that? I was like, here's the thing that I will say. I don't understand why Yandy is here. I really, for me personally, I'm like I've said plenty of times before, I am so not a fan of Yandy at all. I can do without Yandy, but in this particular scene, I'm not going to go too hard on Yandy. She doesn't annoy me like she typically does. So yeah, we gonna wish Spice nothing but the best, right? Oh, ain't that a bunch of crap? So yeah, let's go ahead and move on, you guys. So after that, this episode really more so focused on Kirk and Rashida and they Frost Bistro. And you guys know how I feel about Kirk and Rashida. I'm not fond of them. They get on my nerves, and I can do without Kirk and Rashida. What's up, Greta? How you doing tonight? I know that this is a late live, so I didn't expect anybody to join, but I appreciate you so much for joining me for this late live. But yeah, you guys, this episode right here, it mostly centered, like I said, it's centered around the Frost Bistro, and I was like, OMG, why? Why is this episode centered around the Frost Bistro? So I'm not gonna start up with Kirk and Rashida. I'm gonna actually start up with Bambi. So in this episode, we see Bambi, and Bambi is actually talking to Jessica White, right? So when she was talking to Jessica White, they were, Bambi had invited Jessica to the grand reopening of Kirk and Rashida's bistro, and I was like, was that your place to invite this girl to this bistro? But I mean, I guess so, right? So Jessica is talking about her upcoming surgeries, and we're gonna wish her nothing but the best with her surgeries as well. I will say I was so happy to have a scene with Jessica White where she was not mentioning Nick Cannon. So I was like, thank God for small miracles, right? I was just so happy not to hear Nick Cannon's name, but his name did come up later in the episode, and it wasn't brought up by Jessica, so I'm not gonna give Jessica too much flack for that. You said my daughter's just finished the episode. Next week looks crazy. It does. I'm actually looking forward to next week's episode. I think that's gonna be a good episode. I mean, how many more episodes are left of this season is the good question that I have. Because I don't know that. I think I saw somebody say recently that there's a second half of season 11 coming, and I hate that VH1 and MTV are doing this with the shows, splitting them into two halves. Is stupid to me. But where are we at? So Bambi, when she invited Jessica to Rashida's open, Jessica says she'll come, right? So then she starts talking about Erica and Scrappy, right? Here's my thing. I'm sick of hearing Erica and Scrappy talk about Bambi, and I'm also sick of hearing Bambi talk about Scrappy and Erica and even Diamond. If you like, here's my okay, let's get into it, shall we? So you guys remember in last week's episode, it was E Money's 18th birthday, right? So Erica and Scrappy were celebrating their daughter's birthday. So Bambi is talking about the fact that Erica and E Money went to Mexico. I forgot which part of Mexico she said, but they went to Mexico for E Money's 18th birthday. And then she said Scrappy came. And here's my question. I don't understand how Bambi is getting her feelings about the fact that Scrappy went to Mexico where the mother of his child and his oldest daughter are there. He went there to support his, to be there for his daughter to celebrate her 18th birthday. Why do you have an issue with it? First of all, why do you have an issue with it? Secondly, why are you on their social? Because obviously you were on their social media. Because I don't remember seeing this in the blogs. If it wasn't the blogs, you guys can definitely tell me. But I don't remember seeing it in the blog, so I don't know why Bambi is so on in her feelings about this because that's what it just seemed like. So she did talk about the fact that she feels like Scrappy is just pitting, going to everybody and pitting them against her. Now I can understand how she feels about that, right? But I don't even know if it's Scrappy. More so that I think it might be his mama. I think Mama D would pit anybody against her, and maybe what I will say, he might be right, and I think we can say he may be pitting people against Bambi, and I'll say in the sense of if he needs character witnesses, if he with the child with the custody of their children, he may possibly be doing that. But going back to what I said a minute ago, I don't understand why Bambi is in her feelings about the fact that Scrappy went to Mexico with Erica and E Money. Once again, that is his daughter. She's celebrating her 18th birthday. So I would imagine he would want to be with his child when she celebrates her birthday. So Bambi, let it go. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You're divorcing this man, right? Well, currently y'all are divorced. Leave him alone. Move on with your life. Don't even like I wouldn't even give Scrappy the time of day. I wouldn't even let Scrappy know that he affects me like this because that's really all they're saying is that I'm bothered by Scrappy and I'm bothered by Erica and I'm bothered by Diamond. I'm bothered by everybody because if you were so over this relationship and you were so over this marriage with him, you wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if he messing with Diamond. I wouldn't care if he messing with Erica Pinkett, Erica Dixon. I wouldn't care if he's messing with Shay Francine Bucky Johnson. I just honestly would not care. So it gives that you still care at this point. Now she may not care now, but in this scene, she absolutely still cares, right? So after that, I'm moving around, so I'm not going in any particular order of the episode. But the next thing we see Rashida. One thing I will say about Rashida, I ain't the biggest fan of Rashida, but one thing I cannot take from Rashida is that she is a beautiful woman. Now, sometimes she got some questionable wigs, but Rashida is gorgeous, right? So we saw Rashida, and she was sitting with Erica at one point. So she and Erica, they were talking. So Rashida's telling Erica how she's going to be revamping, Frost Bistro and have a reopening party. And, the fact that they're going to be going and doing brunch. Now, I do have a question about that. Has anybody actually been to Frost Bistro, number one? And number two, brunch. So, what do y'all serve on that menu? Like, I know what brunch is, but y'all don't serve dinner. So, y'all are just open from a select few hours. Like, I'm actually about to Google Frost Bistro, Frost Bistro and Bar. Do they have a website? Oh, they do have a website. They got a menu. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Absolutely not. Baby, y'all can keep that food. So Frost Bistro, they're closed on Mondays and are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And baby, this menu is expensive as FUC to the K. Burke and Rashida have lost their minds. So I'm looking at this menu, guys. So they got oxtail and grits, that's $39. They got shrimp and grits, that's $25. They got salmon and grits, $27. Lobster and grits, $39. Salmon balls, shrimp and grits, $30. Hot honey jerk lamb chops, $42. Gritty breakfast, $16. Gritty breakfast includes 2 eggs, any style served with grits or frost pink potatoes, and your choice of turkey bacon, chicken sausage, or veggie sausage. Steak and potatoes that cost $40 and add-ons. Oh, y'all got me effed up. They got waffles and French toast. Key lime waffles, $14. Red velvet waffle is $14. A strawberry waffle, $14. A frosty waffle, $11. Chicken and waffles is $18. Frosty French toast is $14. Peach cobbler French toast is $18. Cognac banana Foster French toast is $18. And then, oh my God, y'all have lost y'all's ever loving mind. Ain't no way I would ever dine at Frost Bistro. They can miss me with the BS. This who, baby, y'all gonna be closing pretty soon. The hell? $39 for oxtail and grits? Yes. $39 for oxtail and grits. Ain't no way. They'll be closed soon. They sure will. Cause who is spending like I wish I knew how to share my screen, you guys. Oh, I wish I knew how to share my screen. Even their sides are expensive. Even the sides are expensive. Like they got southern fried okra, and that's $12. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I was gonna actually think about going and visit in the next time I'm in Atlanta. I was gonna go check out Frost Bistro, but after seeing these prices, JB will not be visiting Frost Bistro. Nice try, Kirk and Rashida. Nice try. I'll go over the candies. OLG. I will go over the candy spot. So Rashida is talking about here's my thing with Rashida. I think Rashida in this episode was being a pot stirrer and she was being extremely messy because when she was sitting with Erica, she was asking Erica about the dynamic between E Money and Bambi. And if E Money will still want to, want to go around Bambi and see her brother and her sisters, right? So Erica says that at this point, E Money doesn't really want to be around Bambi because E Money feels that Bambi mistreats her, right? And when Erica said that, Bambi doesn't feed her, I was like, really? I ain't saying that this ain't true, but I'm like, that just sounds all the way effed up. It Because what she's saying is, I guess, and I've been in situations like this before where it actually kind of has happened where, you know, never mind, I'm gonna keep it to myself. But what she's saying is in this situation that Bambi cooks, I guess, for her kids, right? And she says, this is what Erica says that um Bambi says, well, Imani be in her room, so that's why she don't eat. You know, I think it's effed up, right? You can at least knock on the girl's room and say, "Hey, the food is ready. It's on the kit. On the stove. You go in there and get it whenever you're ready." But if you just cooking and not giving her anything, that's a little janky, Bambi. That's all I gotta say. That's a little bit janky. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys believe the thing that bothers me when it comes to Erica and Bambi more specifically is they're doing a lot of mudslinging when it comes to each other. They're doing a whole lot of mudslinging. They're just saying things, and I'm like, y'all are really just making y'all trying to make each other look bad, but in the process, you're making yourselves look like the things that Erica was saying about Bambi. It does make Bambi look bad, but at the same time, it makes you look bad as well, and then the vice versa with because it feels like y'all hear these things and y'all just use it to just bash and destroy each other, and it's not a good look. It's absolutely not a good look. I pray for everybody in this situation. I pray for Erica, Bambi, Scrappy, Mama D, and most importantly those children, because this is a very, very toxic environment for everybody. Like nobody in this situation comes out unscathed. Everybody is getting, everybody's gonna get caught in the crossfires with this situation, and the people who are gonna get caught in it the most are the children who are innocent and have nothing to do with this. And I feel bad in that respects. But again, like I said, I want you guys to tell me what you guys think about that. So we see the soft reopening of Frost Bistro. It should be the soft reopening and soft closing again, based off of those expensive prices. So we see everybody, we see people there. We saw Quad from Married to Medicine was there. We saw who else? I forgot we saw some other people there. But yeah. So I will say Jock was there. I didn't even notice that Jock and Kendra was there. Have you guys noticed that we ain't saw Jock and Kendra since like what the first few episodes of this season? We ain't really saw Jock and Kendra, and we haven't really saw Carly that much this season either. Charles says, I'm embarrassed because Erica made her butt. Erica made her look. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. I'm embarrassed because Erica made her. Hmm. I know Erica makes herself look bad. They all, ugh. But yeah, I feel bad for these kids. Those prices are ridiculous. I'm looking at the menu now. Yeah, those prices are absolutely ridiculous. I feel like they should. I feel like they should close that restaurant because I'm not, and nobody's gonna want to. Who wants to spend $39 for some dang on some grits? No, Kirk and Rashida are out of their damn mind. So I will say, with Jock was talking to, I believe he was talking to Bambi, right? And they were talking about the situation that happened the last time that they all got together. And I like the fact that Jock was sitting there saying that when it comes down to Erica Mena, her and Sierra, that they were both in the wrong for for talking to Scrappy. Absolutely. Now, Bambi did tell them not to address Scrappy, but these are your friend. These are your friends, and y'all. Like I've said plenty of times before, when it comes to Erica Mena, Bambi, and Sierra, they're all miserable people at this point, right? And the things that Erica Mena and Sierra was saying to Scrappy are the things that they won't say to. Oh, okay, I know what you're saying now. You're saying she made herself look like the butt of the joke. Okay, but my thing is, when it comes down to Eric, like I said, Erica Mena, Erica said the things to Scrappy that she can't say to Safari, right? Sierra said the things to Scrappy that she can't say to Eric. And they just really get on my nerves. The miserable three is what I call them. So, but I like the fact that Jock said that they were all wrong. Like they shouldn't have addressed that. They shouldn't have addressed Scrappy. It wasn't their place. You can have like you can feel how you want to feel and defend. You want to defend your friend, and that's fine. Defend your friend all you want to defend her, but that's her business, not yours. Mind your business, right? So then when it comes to, let's get back over to Erica Dixon real quick. So Erica was talking to, who was she talking to? Oh, she was talking to Yandy, right? So she was telling, the one thing I will say about Yandy, that wig that Yandy had on in this scene was horrendous. I don't know who did it and why, but it was a horrible wig. The thing that I will say about Erica Dixon was that I have to respect the fact that she is owning up to the fact that she is gloating about what's going on with Bambi and with Scrappy. But here's my question: why are you gloating? Why are you gloating about this? You're no longer with Scrappy. You've moved on from Scrappy, so there's nothing. There should be nothing to gloat about. Like this is, I don't wish negative. I don't wish anything negative on people that I don't rock with. If I see that you're going through something, I'm gonna send up a prayer for you, and that's gonna be all I can do for you. But other than that, I'm not gonna sit here and relish and take glee in it. Because the things that you do like this, it might happen to you. So don't take pleasure in someone else's grief and misery, because that could come back onto you tenfold. Just remember that, Erica. What you laughing at about Bambi, it could easily happen to you. So Rashida. Rashida decides that she wants to play peacemaker between Erica and Bambi, right? And I was like, girl, why would you try to play peacemaker with these two people, and nonetheless at your event, right? So Rashida went and got Bambi and asked Bambi, would she come and talk to someone? And Bambi said, "Is it Carter?" She said no. So they went and sat down. Now this scene right here, I did not like it for a multitude of reasons, and I'm gonna give you guys the main reason in just a minute why I really truly did not like this scene. Agreta says Scrappy's a bum. Erica should be quiet about their relationship. I agree. I definitely agree. Because Erica knew who Scrappy was when she found out who Scrappy was. And you said who Scrappy was over the years. So why are you taking pleasure in that? Like, lead at a relationship be, right? So Bambi and Erica sat down. So they were talking about the fact that, Imani wants to have a relationship with her brother and sister, right? Her brother and her sisters. And so Bambi says, well, she can, she has a room in my place. It still has her stuff from the old house, so she can come over whenever she wants to. And Erica says, but she doesn't. And Bambi says, but she does, and I can show you because I have the doorbell, footage showing that she has. I was like, oh my God, is it this deep, right? So Erica says that the only reason why Imani comes over is because you're not there. And I was like, well, if that's true, girl, please explain why that's the case. Like, but I mean, here's the thing, because I forgot where I saw the comment. Oh, I think I was on Shayna's channel, or she might have been on mine. I don't remember. Or somebody commented because we were talking about the fact that Imani called Bam. Oh no, it was in my live, I believe, or somewhere. The fact that Imani called her that lady. I don't really know why that set Bambi off so much the way it did, and then all that stuff catapulted from that. Therefore, and she brought some of that stuff up in this episode, right? So They start going back and forth with each other, right? So then Bambi, here's where Bambi lost me in this episode. When Bambi brought up those allegations that, Imani said that, Erica had abused her, right? Gave her a two-piece combo. So you guys know I am from Texas. I am from the South, right? So that's not uncommon, unfortunately, right? I come from an age where your parents will whoop you, right? And no matter how old you were, you can still get your ass. You can still get slapped, right? When I was a teenager, I was taller than my mama. My mom used to say, "Just because you taller than me, don't mean nothing. All I'm gonna tell you to do is just bend down, and I'm gonna pop you right in your mouth if you get smart with me." So it's just something common in the South. It really is. But my mama never did that because I never got out. I never got out of line with her. But for Bambi to sit there and bring that up, and then if you guys don't know, this is what I'm gathering. So at this time when this happened, Scrappy, this is allegedly. I don't know the ins and outs of this. I'm gonna say allegedly because I'm trying to piece together everything that I've heard from both sides, right? So this was after Erica had her twins, and I remember, I think I saw it in the blogs that it was said that, like I said, Erica was hitting Imani, and they called the police. So Erica had to go through, an investigation, and the investigation proved that she didn't do anything. But in the course of that investigation, Scrappy tried to get full custody of Imani. And I was like, wow, that's kind of low. So Erica has an issue with both, had at that point, she had an issue with Scrappy and she had an issue with Bambi. Now, here's the thing that I will say though, Erica, is given that you secretly harboring feelings for Scrappy, because how can you forgive Scrappy through prayer and through meditation and therapy? How can you forgive Scrappy through that, but you still got animosity toward Bambi? I get it that Scrappy is the father of your child, but how do you still have animosity for him? Not how do you still have animosity for Bambi, but not for the person who actually did it? I can defend Bambi in that small window because it doesn't make sense to me. If you can forgive one, the person who actually did this to you, Bambi didn't try to take your child from you. She just went along with her husband at the time. So, yeah, I need somebody to make that make sense to me, right? It's one thing to say that I don't rock with you, I ain't effing with you. I'm understanding of that. But for you to still have this issue with this woman. Now, when she brought it up at the table, Erica's reaction, I get it. That just triggered you. So I'm fine with that. Now, why did Bambi sit there and say, does Bambi say when you in the street square up? No, we gonna square up right here, right now. And that's exactly what Erica was ready to do. But Bambi kept sitting. I was like, Bambi always have a Bambi's always had a lot of mouth, but in this particular moment, you ain't doing nothing because Erica's standing up over you and you telling her not to put her hands in your face, but you ain't doing nothing to her. And listen to me and listen to me good, you guys. I'm not saying that Bambi was afraid of Erica. I just thought it was very odd that you told that woman to square up in the streets, but she's squaring up with you. She's ready to square up with you right now, and you ain't doing nothing. And it could be said that Erica, people could probably say Erica was only doing that because security was there and they knew, and she probably knew that security was going to break it up. But it is what it is, right? So eventually they got them to separate it. And like I said, I have an issue with all sides of this. Nobody looks good in this particular. Nobody looks good in this at all. Erica don't look good. Bambi don't look good, and Scrappy damn sure don't look good. Let's see. It doesn't make sense. Scrappy would forever be on my ish list. Absolutely. Like, I get it. You want to take seriously, you want to take the child seriously about what they say, right? But for Scrappy to try to take her child from her and it was proven that she did nothing wrong, baby, it's F both of y'all. And it's definitely F Scrappy. where it says, I would forgive Bambi before I forgive Scrappy. Absolutely. Because Bambi was just going along with what her husband said. So I wouldn't have too much of an issue with Bambi. My issue, it would be on site between me and Scrappy. Like, real talk. Like, I would have nothing for Scrappy. So that guy broke up. Bambi felt the way with Rashida. And honestly, I'm on Bambi's side with that when it comes to Rashida. Do I think Rashida was trying to set Bambi up? No. Do I think Rashida was being messy? Yes. I think Rashida was probably, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Rashida was looking for a moment in that particular with that situation? Because I don't know why Rashida would think that they would be good with each other when you just, what you know what I will say, it depends on which scene was filmed first. But obviously, the scene earlier in the episode when she sat down with Erica, that was filmed first. So, and Erica told you that she made peace with Bambi on the family reunion, but that was short lived. So I don't know what Rashida was thinking. I don't know if Rashida was just trying to bridge the gap, trying to be the mediator with this situation. Whatever you tried to do, girl, it fell flat. And that was that. So when Bambi ended up leaving the set, she told him, if that bitch is on set again, I'm quitting. I was like, oh, really? Okay, I guess. Do I think Bambi's gonna quit loving hip hop Atlanta? Absolutely not. I don't I don't think she would quit. I don't think she could afford to quit. And that ain't no shade. I just don't think she could afford to quit. So they cleared that up, right? And then it looked like it got later in the night. So we see as Shekinah showed up, right? And she came late. So Shekinah saw what's the girl's name? Jessica White. So she knows who Jessica White is. And I'm like, please don't mention his name. Please don't mention his name. Please don't mention his Nick Cannon. I was like, oh, so we gonna say it. But again, it wasn't Jessica, so I'm not gonna give Jessica no fever, right? So also, Messy Red showed up, and so she was talking to Yandy. So Yandy is telling Messy Red that I still got a little bit of a bone to pick with you because you told me that Spice and Mita told you not to tell me where she was, and so Carly's trying to clear that situation up, but Spice came over and overheard it. And so Spice was like, I never told you that. And Carly kept saying, yes, it was Spice and Mita. It was Spice and Mita. And Spice kept saying, Carly, it was not me. I couldn't even get out. I couldn't even walk. It was not me. Carly couldn't get her lies together. I was like, Carly, you done got caught on your lies this time, sis. So Carly said that, they didn't tell her Yandy specifically. So I was like, so which one is it, Carly? Which one is it? Because you're not making any sense in this particular moment. And honestly, it was so much screaming between with Spice and then Carly and then Shekinah's little Teletubby looking ass came over. I cracked up laughing when Carly called her a Teletubby. I was like, oh my God. But you guys know I call her Teletubby as well. But they got into an argument with each other, and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So what's her name? Shekinah is saying the same thing that Yandy said, that she was told the same thing that Spice said for them not to come, for Carla not to tell them. And Carla was like, Mita told you to come. But Carla's whole thing is that she says that the camera, this season hadn't started filming when this happened with Spice. So she's basically implying that Shekinah only comes around when they're filming. I was like, ooh, that's not necessarily, well, I was about to say that's not necessarily true, but I don't know. I don't follow Shekinah and I don't follow Spice, so I don't know. But I was like, because I was just about to say that's not true, but everything that we've saw this season, she has been there. When Spice went to, did that tour, she was there. She was there for the family reunion. Let me know what you guys think. So then Carly says that Shekinah she's fake and that she's effing a married man. And I was like, wait a minute, where did that come from? I was so thrown off by that. Like, what? This episode was a hot mess, you guys. Like, it was so much stuff. But like I said, the end of the episode was literally between Erica and Bambi going at it. Then you had Spice screaming at Carly, Carly screaming at Shekinah, Shekinah screaming at Carly. I was just like, what in the HE double hockey sticks is going on here? And then next week, you guys, Erica Banks and Rennie Rucci gonna get into it, and I am looking forward to that scene right there, you guys. But that's the episode. If I did leave anything out, feel free to leave it in the comment section below you guys, and we will discuss it there. But that is all I got, you guys. I hope you guys have a great night and a great morning, and I will catch you guys later. And I just saw a comment come through. What does it say? Greta says, when I heard her say that, I was like, what married man? I was too. I as much as Carly ain't my favorite person, I want her to spill the tea on who that married man is that Shekinah was sleeping with. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Sisters, and I got to get back caught up on Real Housewives of Orange County. But I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Bye, guys.